ọ̀fọ̀. Ìwọ̀n gba ìgbà tó jẹ́ wípé Ademola àtọ̀dá ọmọ Seriki. Bàbá tó bí o sí láyé mọ́. Ìyá tó bí o sí. Òun ló tó bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ àti ìtọ́nà. Nínú ẹbí, wọ́n bá papòdà. Ó tọ́ka ṣe celebration of life. Àìgbé wá sí ìlú láṣẹ gbéjú sí ní dọjọ́. Ó dùn wá. Tòótọ́ kú lọ́mọdé. Ọmọdé kí la ń wí. Kì í kúkú ṣe kọjá mọ́ 40 ọdún. Ṣùgbọ́n ó sì láwọn bàbá tó ń wojú wọn lórí ẹ̀pẹ̀ ní ó ṣe fàyè sílẹ̀ kápájọ́ ká palu ṣùgbọ́n a lè ṣe celebration of life in his memory. Àyìnbé wá sí ìlú torí bó ti lọ Ademola agbada nírò sómi.
Yorùbá máa ní pé kò kí ń ṣe kákú lọ́mọdé kò yẹn ni ó ṣọ̀ṣẹ́ kádàgbà láìlẹ́dìyẹ ìrànà. For Ọ̀túnba Ademola Seriki, M.O.N., the ambassador to Spain, he lived a good life. We're not mourning, we're celebrating him because he lived a life well spent. He was 4 times minister or 3. And aside that, he later became ambassador to Spain. So for us, it is something to be proud of. He is blessed with good children, beautiful wives, and all her children are doing so well in their choosing career. Some of them are his carbon copy. Auntie, I remember I saw you last when your dad was appointed as the minister to Spain.
Yes.
And you look so beautiful back then. And now your beauty hasn't faded. You're not going to fade because you're blessed with good parents. And how is it like celebrating the exit of an icon? It's painful, but we find solace in the fact that he lived a good life.
He did. Thank you so much. You know, being here today, the 40-day mark, we've been here. We had the initial burial. We had the 8-day burial. And I think being here today and preparing for today has really been a process. My dad lit up every single room that he walked in. He planted seeds in everyone. He was a lover of children. He was a staunch disciplinarian. And he was very passionate about education. You know, so I cannot but just take solace in the fact that he has left a good legacy for us to build on top of. And also, I will continue to say that he didn't mourn any of his children, despite him have many children. You know, if you recall that day, I said, Babalomo Pupo. So we give thanks to Almighty Allah. We're very, very blessed to be here today and to have that name. Now it is up to us, the children, to go forth and bear fruit as he would have wanted us to.
Another shocking thing is he planned his burial. They said that's the news. He wants KSA and Wasainde. But as many don't know that K1 has also been one of his inner caucus, his friends. Because I remember K1 once said that the place where he first stayed, and your mom was the one who cooked for him when he came to US way back. So how do you feel having King Wasainde on the bandstand? Would you say your dad actually planned his burial? Was it his wish to have King Wasainde on the bandstand?
I won't say he planned it, but I would say that God's ways are not our ways. and God has different ways of communicating with us. And God was very faithful to my father from the beginning to the end. So we give thanks so much to God.
Many don't know that, perhaps we saw that because you said it. Your Baba is Babolomo Wewe. I remember you once said that your dad will change your diaper. Way back, your dad,
children, yes.
He will change your diaper. Can you tell us fond memories of your dad you hold so dear?
Wow, that would take long, and because we're here at the event, but I would just say from very, very young, he instilled a sense of having a sense of direction, being the best, and also a sense of reading and writing. When I was very young, me and my dad used to communicate via letters. He would make sure that I would write letters and he would respond. And another thing I would say is that he is the epitome of a girl-child dad. Never ever did any of his girls feel that they could not achieve anything due to their gender. So like I said, he's planted good seeds and we plan to move forward with that. Thank you so much.
It's obvious that all is filled to the brim.
Yes, ma'am.
And profile personality. What would you say to them?
I would just say thank you, and thank you. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think I always do the best now. I always do the best.
Today we're celebrating the exit of a good man who lived all his life for his people, for his children, who touches the heart of those who are not just close to him, including many in his constituency. You saw how the day he was buried was, and today is for his 40th Fidau. And guess who flew all the way from Atlanta, Georgia? We have Auntie Lola Awe. Auntie Lola happens to Auntie Olaide Awe. Auntie Olaide happens to be the best, the chief bridesmaid for
Lion's godmother.
Wow.
And I've known Alex for so many.
You were the best lady during their wedding over 40 years ago.
And actually, Seriki didn't take me as a friend for the wife. I'm actually like a sister to him. He's such a full person. I know he'll be laughing at everyone and say, okay, this is what I want you guys to do. He's a fun person. There's no dull moment with Seriki.
And the day he got married, how was it like? And how would you take us back to the look he had on his...
Wow, that was in 1989. The musician was Sonny Ade. And I was the best lady, and so many friends of us came from America to celebrate the birthday. And it was a very beautiful day.
The wedding.
Yeah, the wedding was very beautiful.
Another thing, Uncle Ademola is a family man. He loves all his children, all his wives. And what would you say you love about his person? His person.
He is very, very fun to be. He's very strong with education. He likes kids to focus. He always even advises children that are not his own kids to focus. He's very, very big on education. That is one of his best achievements. He's very proud of his children. He will tell you this is the progress of all his children. This is how this person is doing now. This person is in Harvard. This person is in Harvard. This person is in Columbia, Penn State University. He's always giving you progress on news about his children. He is just an excellent gentleman. He gives everybody a nickname. I'm Ola Baby. And I call him Alice.
Wow, thank you so much.
He'll be missed, but I know he wants us to celebrate him.
Yes.
Yes.
Today, like I said, we're celebrating him. We're not mourning. He died at over 60, but of course, no matter how old he is, no one wants their loved ones to go now. So, we hold him so dear. We're going to go around all his friends, All his friends of over 40 years are here, talking about Senator Musiliu Obanikoro, Alhaji Mutiu Are, and they're all here with their wives and children. So we're still going to talk to some of them. Let's stay tuned on Abiola Orishile's speech.
Ademola was instrumental in engaging young talent in sporting activities at the state and national levels. He applied his experiences as a grassroots organizer to orient local youth. By the Nigerian Basketball Federation. He was granted honorary life membership in the Tennis Association of Cultural Associates International, USA Incorporation, an international consulting firm serving multinational oil and aviation companies. He returned to Pifton Nigeria Limited from 1999 to 2007 as executive director for
You that Senator Ademola Seriki has his inner caucus, and one of them is Are Mutiu Are. I'm calling him Are. That's his surname. He's an APC chieftain in Lagos. But in case you don't know, he's been one of the closest friends of Otumba Ademola Seriki, M.O.N. We saw you at the 8th day. The day was we couldn't even move closer because it was painful. You lost a friend, a brother, and we don't want you to be, we know you're a man, but it's not easy. He meant a lot to lots of you. And what would you say you miss about your friend, Otumba Ademola Seriki?
One, I'm not finding it funny that I'm here today, but I'm trying to satisfy my friend because he said that we must celebrate him. That's why I'm here today. I don't really mean to be here jumping from one place to the other. I mean a brother, not a friend.
At what age did you become friends?
Our friendship is now, one can say 76 to this time. What are you? 76 to this time. To this time, like we have been friends for over 45 years. As a matter of fact, I remember we became friends when she lost her mother.
Offering guidance.
We know each other, but I and Ademola become friends on the day she lost her mother.
A strong sense of values and responsibility.
Discuss it today. That was what year is that?
In the eyes of everyone who knew him.
How did you receive his check?
Upon completion of his studies from 1984
I can't believe that my friend is no more.
He became a teacher and counselor
Ademola is not
at New
only a
York's John
friend,
F.
he's a
Kennedy
brother.
High School,
Ademola is a type of a friend, a brother that if you are not happy, Ademola is not happy.
From 1986 to 1987,
Ademola is the type that
Rochester, New York,
he was a type that
certified public accountant.
He wants to live life to the fullest, and if you want to be his friend, you must be able to live life to the fullest. So he will assist you in all ways that he can. He likes to that you must be equal. The actor that Rasaq Ademola is.
On returning to Nigeria,
I don't want to say goodbye to him.
joined Equity and Trust Finance Company Limited in 1987. As a business manager, he was appointed chairman of the Lagos State Sports Council in 1992, a position he held until 1994.
We are all friends from childhood. Maybe we are just coming out of secondary school.
He decided to run for Senate in 1992.
Yes.
It was during this time that he made friends with
funny enough,
politicians.
it's only Senator Musiliu Obanikoro that can corroborate this. We call him exactly 5 days before he died. We don't even know that our friend was sick. We don't even know. He does not betray that emotion. Musiliu called him on Monday that we are coming to play with him on Wednesday. We were in London at Chatham House with Ajuraju, and he called me back. It's Musiliu that called him, fixing the appointment. He called me back on Tuesday that
educational institutions.
Sometimes, if you want to be, if you really want to be sarcastic, you say Egmo, because I mean some months older than you.
Hence, Ademola was named Best State Chairman of the Sports Council in 1993 by the Nigerian Basketball Federation.
I will not be able to take good care of you. And I'm going to spend 5 days in Morocco. Exactly 5 days later.
In recognition of his public administration expertise.
I sent us sincere condolence. We sympathize with you, but we find solace in the fact that he lived a good life. Thank you, sir.
He lived his life
to the fullest.
To the fullest.
Yes.
As Ademola is really blessed.
Alhamdulillah.
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 And you know what? Among all of us, is the most well-versed in Holy Quran.
Also forced him to leave politics and focus more on private business.
Among we friends in Holy Quran, Ademola complete Quran twice or thrice in a year. During the Ramadan, he complete Quran twice.
An international consulting firm serving multinational oil and aviation companies. He returned to Pifco.
What would you be remembered for? That is a big question for you. What would you be remembered for? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And we saw you on the day of his death. You were up and doing, making sure that all went as planned. And today we know that you lost a friend, a brother, a father. So what would you say you miss about Otumba Ademola Seriki?
I miss his charisma. I miss his confidence. I miss his smile. And I always miss his words of advice. He's a candid man that will tell you as it is without mincing words at all. So I'll miss that about him. He was a good man. He was a good father. He was a good role model. I will definitely miss him. Yes. I honestly didn't see it coming. If there is one thing that pricks me, it's me not going to Spain. Despite the fact that he hammered on it that you have to come to Spain, you have to come to Spain. And I kept on dilly-dallying, postponing, and unfortunately, I lost him before I could. I wish him well. I pray that we that he has left behind, the bond he left will remain. Will continue to bond ourselves, and may he rest in peace. Thank you.
His life was not all about politics. Ademola was a very sociable man and belonged to many clubs, including the Yoruba Tennis Club, the Ikoyi Club 1938, the Island Club, F's Club.
Almighty, we grant repose to his soul, console the family, and bring up other Ademola.
Every gathering. He had a contagious laugh, a warm smile, and a way of making everyone feel included. He was the one who always lost it. In October 2022, he received his most prestigious honor yet, the Presidential National Honor of Commander of the Order of the Niger, C.O.N.
My father was a great man, he was somebody that if he walked into a room, there's no way he's going to leave that room without a looking man, and he dressed well, and his favorite color was blue. One of my few fond memories was the time I beat him in golf with my Uncle Tahir. The time we went to Saudi Arabia together and did Hajj together. The time we went to go.
Was survived by his children and grandchildren. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished, and I'm so happy to be a part of you. Thank you for all that you do.
This moment, make sure you have fun today.
He always held me at a very, very high standard, and that has kept me. He was my own personal music curator. He loved all the 80s songs. But I will say, I loved his love for Ebenezer Obey. It's amazing how they were. In you, we got the answers to life's yearnings and unsaid prayers.
You really loved
Nigeria. You loved your family, especially your children, and may God grant you eternal peace. We will never forget the people you left behind.
His memory will live on in the hearts of his children and grandchildren, and the lessons he taught will be passed down for generations to come. His legacy of laughter and good times will live on in the memories of those who knew him.
A fine gentleman, peaceful and peace-loving.
The very joy that adapted to.
Keeping us safe and prepared under the canopy of his visionary wisdom. He saw far, my father. He saw today. He saw where we were going because he forged it in his mind at a time before this time.
I have put a lot of pressure. I know that since we were a little girl. The pressure of ethics, the pressure of conduct, the pressure of success for you to be very successful in life, and for you to be a good example to your siblings.
He understood how the future and how success were made. That was the kind of man my dad was. My father. I am my father's daughter.
We reminisce about those days today because your life is full of happiness. You radiate joy around me. You radiate happiness. I have utmost love.
God bless you. God bless Ademola. What a story. I can see it written all over our faces. And the question is, we can have a seat, please. And the question is, to say one or two things about His Excellency, Mr. Leader. To the goodwill message. And where exactly can we start from, if not from the top?
The documentary showed he had this magical quality that you just loved him as soon as you met him. Of course, he was very bright, very articulate, very good looking, and you know, one of the best dressers, of course, that you will ever see. But beyond that, you know, he loved, you know, the good life, the partying, socializing. But as I said, he was extremely bright, and he proved it in his career. He was one of those people that was, and we saw from the documentary, that was self-motivating. He was ambitious, as his daughter said, in the film, and you could see, you know, when you look at his history, that here was somebody who was trying to really make the best of himself, and then serve those around him. First of all, his family, his friends, extremely loyal, extremely generous as a human being, always giving of himself, giving of his time, and a great servant for our country. And, you know, very versatile. He was a minister in so many different portfolios, and acquitted himself exceedingly well. It's, you know, one of the greatest pains that I can ever imagine, losing Ademola so soon, because he still had enormous ambition. There's still so much he wanted to achieve, and there was so much he had to give to his friends, to his family, but also to the country. You know, as I said, he was appointed ambassador by President Muhammadu Buhari to Spain, and he completely transformed Nigeria's relationship with Spain. A natural diplomat, you know, completely natural with the family.
My dad will be missed. He was a gregarious man. He was vaunted for many reasons. He's very sociable. He's a very likable man. And Lagos really trusts a true son of the soil. He's Omo Iko Apataki. And, you know, he really took pride in that. And we're here to keep the name, to make everything go, and we'll live on.
Up there with him, a really good time, really turning heaven.
Determination. I've learned that without hard work, you won't get anywhere in life. That's one thing he explained to me. Even though he was a wealthy man, he didn't give me money like that. He made me struggle. He made all our siblings struggle because he knew that that would be better for us in the future. And alhamdulillah, that's what he has done for us today. Yeah, I mean, the last couple of months, we knew that there was a sickness happening, so we were all mentally prepared for the actual day, but nothing can prepare you for losing. Huh?
He wanted you to celebrate him. And what would you say about that?
I mean, he wanted it to be in blue, he wanted it to be in Harbor Point, and thank God we were able to do all of this.
1 minute, sir. I said anytime I have the opportunity to meet you, I'm going to do this.
It will be, Daddy, I love you and I miss you and I thank you for everything that you've done for me, and I will make you proud.
It's obvious you're highly religious. We see your page, we see what you post, and we see that you find solace in the fact that your husband lived a good life. What are fond memories of him that you hold so dear?
First memories, when he knelt down to propose to me to marry him. Second was when I remember when we went into and he wore his scrubs. He dressed up to come into the operation room when I was having my son, and when we went to Mecca, because he said he wanted the children to remember that and to be able to understand that it was something that meant so much to him. So in future that they will always know that God first in everything. So that I loved about him. And you know, he loved playing with the children. Yes, he loved playing with the children, dancing with them. Ademola, I love you. And I don't want you to die.
Sorry. Which was his favorite surah?
Somo walaikumu ila ilaidu la ilaha arrahman. Yeah.
What do you say to him when did you speak with him before he died?
He told me that he loves me and my sister 2 days before he died.
Wow. So if you are opportune to talk to him, what would you say to him now?
If I would say I miss you, Dad.
Well, he missed it.
The government of Nigeria, he was more than a friend. He was a senior brother. He was a mentor. He was an idol for me. His loss was not easy. But I'm sure he's better. He's in a better place right now, and he's in heaven looking at us. He will never be forgotten, and I'm sure that the nice memories will live forever. And with his family, with his kids, with his grandkids, definitely he will live forever between us. My condolences again. May Allah bless his soul and may he rest in heaven. God bless him, God bless Lagos, God bless Nigeria, God bless all of you. Thank you so much.
You're done? All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr. DJ Benny, it is time to teach my new or different song.
My mentor, my teacher, my protector, my inspiration, my great love, my handsome baby boy, my prof as I called you, my companion. How do I even begin to encapsulate in these few words just how amazing you are? To the outside world, you were a successful, accomplished diplomat, public officer, and leader of men. But to us, you were much more than that. You are husband and father. And what an honor it was to be not just married to you in eyes of Allah, but to have a blessing of bearing two amazing children for you. And to watch you in astonishment as you found time, despite your hectic schedule, to parent fully, loving and intentionally. It was important to you that Ademola Jr. and Amani received everything they needed for world-class education for them, and you didn't hold back. You took a hands-on approach to their education, from buying school supplies to taking them to school and attending PTA. And every meeting and event school invited us to, you did it all. Looking back, I am now fully realizing the level of commitment it took for you to do all this, alongside the many things on your plate. My wonderful husband, you were a father and a half, and getting the children ready for the world wasn't enough for you. The year after was also a concern to you. So you also spent time focusing on their religious education. You ensured that we went to the mosque every Friday unfailingly. Sometimes we would arrive at the mosque differently because you are coming back from work, but you would insist we meet, so I hand over Junior to you so you could take him to the male section so you could pray together. You also told me when you insisted we go to Umrah pilgrimage Mecca together that you were making an important memories, that you wanted them to be awesome children and adults who understood the importance of Allah, to have a balanced life. At home you were our Imam, and during Ramadan we would it was just something you verbalized. You lived differently and spent your time and energy affectionately showing our children were brought up in godliness. You amplified the special loving kindness preached by the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Both mental and physical fitness were important to you. You introduced us all to golf, thereby ensuring that as a family we would have pastimes we loved and shared together. We also joined you for games of tennis, basketball, but perhaps most infectious part of your sporting life was that of the Gunners. We all became avid Arsenal fans because of you. My darling, I wish you were here to see them, top the league on the verge of Premiership history. These brilliant, loving and fun times are now indelible in our minds. It has been hard, my love, without you. And it is likely to even be tougher going forward. But I remain eternally grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our time together. I would not exchange my life with you for anything. May Almighty Allah continue to bless you. May Almighty Allah forgive you, pardon all your sins, grant you the highest level of Jannah focus. I also pray that Allah showers His blessings upon our children, Amani, Ademola, and Ademola, Rasaq, and all your other children. May He help us raise them to be human beings you can be proud to call your children. May He give them fortitude to raise them the way you want me to. May He give me fortitude to raise them the way you want me to raise them. Look down on us and bless us, my darling. Those of us that love you and who you love, intercede for us so we can receive grace to deal with the loss, because I won't have my family to accept. You are God who will look after me in this world, who will look after me in the time of distress. Who can I love? Who do I discuss the kids first day of school, send pictures to, on activities, and help on a day-to-day basis? And the fact you left too soon is too far. But Allah, rely on Him. He knows. I trust Him.
Together for the governor of Lagos State. A thunderous round of applause, people go in and for in China, it is Senator himself, the Emiloko of Lagos State, the Eje Emimotoke of Lagos State, the governor of
Ademola, Seriki. What an event. what has life thrown to us, that we can begin to now refer to my Ebon as former, as late. But that's, I think, is the whole essence about each and every one of us appreciating and understanding life, that we're all here on the journey, and that at the right time, God Almighty will ask us, how have we fared, and how well have we used our time here on earth. I think the last 40 days has been a time for real sober reflection, for families, for friends, for people that the late ambassador has touched their life in one way or the other. I see his youth leader in front of me, always. These are men that will forever remember Ambassador Ademola Seriki. Today is not really about long speeches again. I think we'll just continue to pray for the family, to ask God for each and every member to have the strength to be able to move on. I know it's going to be difficult, it's easier said, but we'll continue to relish on the good memories that we have of him. We'll continue to live knowing fully well that this was a gentleman par excellence. He was a man that lived life fully, he lived life well. Everybody that he met, he will leave or he left an impact. Like I did mention during the prayers, the third day prayer, I had come to know him as a young man, almost 30, 35 years ago in Surulere, where he started his own life at Basho Augusto in Surulere. He used to live right opposite my cousin's house. And from that time, I had been a watcher. And when politics brought us together, he became a dependable Ebon, a political ally, and a trustworthy man that I can continue to rely on his wise counsel. We will miss him, but we know that Almighty Allah has called him for better reasons. And I know that all of the good works that he has done, the great family that he has left behind, will continue to relish and to treasure his memories. I'm standing beside one of his sons, Ademola Jr. And you can see him and you can truly remember the late ambassador. This I brought up for us not to mourn, or to know that Ambassador Ademola Seriki lived a good life. He was a fantastic fellow. He was a jolly good brother, a dependable ally, and a man that loves both Lagos and Nigeria, because we all know that he has served this country in various capacities, at the local government level, at the state level, at the national level, and also at the international level. And so you cannot ask for a better reflection of a true Nigerian than himself. And so we're grateful that his memories will continue to live long in our hearts and in our mind. And those beautiful memories that we know of him will be the only things that will continue to play in our hearts. Ṣùgbọ́n ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, bàbá wa, ọkọ wa, Ambassador Ademola Seriki, pé a ti ń pè wọ́n ní ẹni àná. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó ti ṣe sílẹ̀ orúkọ rere tó ti fi sílẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run kò ní parẹ́ o. Ẹ rí pé ó jẹ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó fa ẹbí mọ́ra, ó fọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ra, ó ṣiṣẹ́ níbi téèyàn ń ṣiṣẹ́ dé, ó ṣiṣẹ́ ní local government, ó ṣiṣẹ́ ní state, ó ṣiṣẹ́ ní national, ó tún represent Nigeria ní international. Kí ni wọ́n tún fẹ́ jù yẹn lọ? Àdúrà mi ni pé àti abí àti ọmọ àti ìyàwó àti ọ̀rẹ́ tí wọ́n fi sílẹ̀, Ọlọ́run á fún gbogbo wa ní agbára láti máa rántí dáadáa tó ń ṣe. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ lọ́rẹ́ ẹ̀mí àwa tó kù o. Ànígbọ́jọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ lọ o. Àwọn ọmọ wọn á dirú, wọn á digba lẹ́yìn ọ̀la. Ọlọ́run á dá wọn sí o. Àwọn ìyàwó wọn, àwọn náà wọ́n á lè tọ́ àwọn ọmọ yẹn débi tẹ́rù ní bá wọn. Èyí táwọn náà wá bá wọn ṣe léèní. Wọn ò ní dúró ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wa, bọ́jọ́ títọ́ àná bá yá. Àwọn ayé náà béèrè pé báwo làwọn náà ṣe ṣe o. Ọlọ́run adé ẹ̀kan ó jẹ́ pé nǹkan rere normally song party wa. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Thank you all very much for coming. It's been an honor. Thank you very much.
Ademola Seriki.
You're very, very close to him. You've been his friend for over 45 years.
Over
45 years. Okay.
51.
51 years. Wow. You were supposed to be with him before his death. You wanted to travel to see him with Alhaji Mutiware. What would you say you love most? I'm a journalist. What do you love most about him?
Well, my love for him is extraordinary. Because Ademola was a friend, a brother, and a reliable ally. We went through thick and thin together. From being students in secondary school.
Which of the school?
I was at Ahmadiyya College, Agege. Then he was at Sumratu Islamiyah then. Then from there, we started working. He was working with IBWA. I can't remember the name in those days. I was working for Barclays Bank, now Union Bank. And from there, we traveled to the US and we remained together. And we came back. He came back before me, just 2 years. I think he came back in 87. I came back 89. And we've always been together. We did our politics together. And we thank God for all we were able to accomplish together. It's really painful to lose a very close friend like that. But in no lie, why not in right view? We are all from God, and to God we are going to return.
Another thing, they said he pushed all of you to read the Holy Quran. He is the world, he is the most fast of you all. What would you take from that?
Well, you know, he was always trying to make jest of me because he had a better knowledge of the Quran than myself. So he was always teasing me and telling me, you know, Koro, what you don't know in Arabic, you can make up for it in English. So go and I can recall one of the days we were in Mecca, he went to go and buy me English Quran. So that was Ademola for you.
Am I a friend, a brother?
No.
With you?
We are brothers. We transcended personal relationship.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's an honor. Thank you.